Today's story is another one of our A-alphatales books. This book is about the letter A. We have a capital A and a lowercase a. We know that the long A sound is A, and the short A sound says ah. So when we read this story, we're going to find a lot of words that begin with the letter A. The title of our story is The Adventures of Alligator. There's a lot of A's in the title. Adventures starts with the short A. Abby starts with short A. Alligator starts with short A, and it has long A in gator. And on the cover we see Abby Alligator, and it looks like she's dressed as an astronaut. The author of this story is Maria Fleming. She wrote the words, and it is illustrated by Matt Phillips. He drew the pictures. We're going to read the story once for fun, and then we'll go back through and talk about all the letter A words. So listen carefully. Turn. Abby Alligator is ready to work. What will Abby do? Look, she just graduated. She's ready to get a job. Turn. Abby wants to be an acrobat, but she's afraid of falling. I would be afraid too. Turn. Abby wants to be an artist, but she can only paint apples. Abby wants to be an animal doctor, but she's allergic to aardvarks. She says, achoo! Turn. Oops, we skipped a page. We're on page 6. Abby wants to be an astronaut, but she meets an angry alien. She looks scared. She's running back to her rocket. Turn. Page 8. Abby wants to be an actor, but she is awful. I mean, she's really bad. She says, uh-oh, I forgot my lines again. Turn. Abby can't think of any other jobs. Then Abby has an amazing idea. I'll be an author, Abby says. We know what an author does. An author writes stories. Abby Alligator writes all about her adventures as an acrobat, an artist, an animal doctor, an astronaut, and an actor. Being an author is awesome. Turn. Oh, here we have a search and find. It says, how many things can you find that begin with the letter A? So things that make the ah sound or the long A sound. We'll come back to this. Turn. Here we have a letter A, cheer. It says A is for alligator and acorns on trees. A is for achoo when you sneeze. A is for apples baked in a pie. A is for airplane up in the sky. Hooray for A, big and small, the most awesome, amazing letter of all. Very good. Okay, so we are going to close the book to the front cover again. And this time, as we read through it, we're going to point out some of our letter A words. So we're going to turn. Abby Alligator is ready to work. What will Abby do? We know that Abby starts with A, and so does alligator. Turn. Abby wants to be an artist, but she can only paint apples. Apples starts with the short A sound, and artist starts with an A, but it has a bossy R beside it. If we have an AR like that, it says R, like a pirate. Abby wants to be an animal doctor, but she's allergic to aardvarks. Animal starts with A. It's a whiny A because the N is there, so it's animal. But she's allergic to aardvarks. There's the bossy R again. She says, achoo. Turn. Abby wants to be an astronaut. Short A. But she meets an angry alien. Those both start with the long A sound. A. Angry and alien. Turn. Abby wants to be an actor, but she is awful. When an A has a W beside it, a lot of times it says ah. Abby can't think of any other jobs. Then Abby has an amazing idea. I'll be an author, Abby says. So we have that ah sound from the A and the U together. But amazing has the short A and the long A. Okay. Abby Alligator writes all about her adventures as an acrobat, an artist, an animal doctor, an astronaut, and an actor. This page has a lot of A sounds. It has the whiny A, the bossy R, artist, lots of short A sounds, acrobat, astronaut. It has that AU where it says ah. Being an author is awesome. We have that ah sound again. A is tricky. It makes a lot of sounds. For kindergarten, we need to remember that A says ah and long A says A. But A is one of those letters that is used a lot and makes a lot of different sounds. So on our search and find, you get a minute to look it over. You can pause the video. That's the 2 lines up and down, like an equal sign or an 11. Okay, I see an alligator. That starts with A. Apple starts with A. Astronaut starts with A. Artist starts with A. Acorn starts with long A. Animal starts with A, whiny A. Ants starts with A. Aardvark starts with A. Airplane starts with A. Do you see anything else? So we're going to turn, and we're going to do our letter H here again. A is for alligator and acorns on trees. A is for achoo when you sneeze. A is for apples baked in a pie. A is for airplane up in the sky. Hooray for A, big and small, the most awesome, amazing letter of all. The end.